I'm back with more Nerd Rant videos. I know I've done mostly covers recently, but kind of just because I haven't really had time to do a longer video like this. So here we go. I'm here to do a review about Loki. Oh, I know it's been a couple of days since the finale came out, but I needed those days to process because, oh my gosh. And probably didn't help that I kept watching tribute videos and just, hurting my brain and my feels more. But anyway, here now. Hopefully I've gathered my thoughts enough to be coherent. We're about to find out. So before we get started, huge spoiler warning. Honestly, I am still figuring out how to do a review that doesn't involve spoilers, so if you have not seen the series or have not seen the finale, go away and come back later. Because I really don't want to spoil anything for you, because this is an amazing series that you need to experience while you watch the show. It's so great. That being said, I'm just going to point out and appreciate the fact that I really did not expect anything that happened in the show. I had no clue. I was caught off guard with every single episode, and it was great because I feel like a lot of times in movies, I mentioned in Quiet Place, I totally saw all of the jump scares coming. It's in a lot of movies that I watch, I feel like I can kind of predict what's going to happen just based on the information I'm given. But with Loki, I had no idea, and it was kind of refreshing and kind of fun not to be able to just go, oh, that's what's gonna happen every single time something happened. So that was fun. That being said, there's one thing that I kind of predicted and guessed right out of the gate. I totally called that Sylvie and Loki would be a thing, from the moment Sylvie showed up. I was just like, oh, fun, girl Loki. That'll be interesting. Yeah, so I called that while we're talking about that ship. I think the ship name is Silky, I think. Anyway, I don't really know how I feel about it. I have no strong feelings for or against the ship. I mean, it's weird because they're both technically Loki, but I don't know. It's kind of nice to see Loki happy because he deserves to be happy, but it is a strange ship, so I don't know how I feel about it. I don't really care whether it happens one way or another. So yeah. Anyway, moving on to the acting in this show. I mean, Marvel always has great actors, but always need to point out the amazing actors in the show they're so good. Even the side characters who's are there for one or two episodes and don't really get to know who they are or basically any backstory or anything else, they still had great actors for them. It's not like, oh, it's a side character, so whatever. They do put the effort into casting good actors, even for those minor roles. And freaking Owen Wilson in the MCU. I'm about to die. It was so great. Oh my gosh. I cannot get over Owen Wilson in the MCU. He did an amazing job. I loved his character. Just Owen Wilson's great. Owen Wilson is great, and having him in the MCU is very fun. Yeah, moving on from that to I need to talk about Miss Minutes. Cause she freaking creeped me out. Oh my god. Did she creep anyone else out? Seriously, did she creep any of you out? Or is this just me? She's like creepy stalker hologram thing. What? She's everywhere, and she has access to everything in the TVA, and I'm starting to think that she's part of the reason He Who Remains knows everything. Because she has access to everything. And I'm not saying that she is the only reason he knows all the stuff that he knows, because I'm sure he can, peep in on the timeline whenever he wants, because he kind of created it. But I feel like it's part of the reason, she's part of the reason he knows all this stuff, and she's kind of the way that he keeps tabs on the TVA. It's like, I don't know, she's an adorable, creepy little stalker hologram thing. And she creeped me out a little bit. Let me know if you agree, if you think I'm just a weirdo who's just like, what the heck, why are you creeped out by an adorable little animation? If I'm the only one, I wouldn't be too surprised, but if you agree with me, I'd like to find my people. Anyway, the freaking plot, call me a nerd, but I cannot get over all of the timey-wimey stuff. Oh, I'm sorry. I loved it. I loved it so much. I like how, like, in the TVA, while they're there, it's a lot of focus on technology and like sci-fi stuff, and like because magic doesn't work here, so this is superior, and blah 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 blah. And you get into the technology side of their stuff, and then every time we're outside of the TVA, we kind of dig into the magic of Loki, and we get to see how powerful he really is, because we didn't really get to see how powerful his magic was in the movies. He used a lot of knives, which which classic Loki bashed in episode 5. But seeing how powerful Loki's magic really is was so fun to see. Like the original classic Loki literally creating an illusion of the entire kingdom of Asgard. Are you kidding me? That was amazing! Oh my gosh! And the fact that Loki and Sylvie were able to enchant this giant cloud monster thing, also insane. There were so many things, just little details and plot things, and oh, I loved it. And it set up the next big bad villain for the MCU at the end. Oh my gosh, it's so good. Speaking of the ending, I'll probably do another video that kind of gives my quick speed run through what I believe, explanation-wise, what was kind of happening when he got back to the TVA and all of that fun stuff that may or may not have confused people. So yeah, but until then, share your love for Loki. It's honestly my favorite Marvel show so far. It's amazing. Oh my gosh. If you want to keep ranting and nerding out in the comments, I will gladly do that with you. If there's anything that you think I need to address, we can talk about that in the comments, and basically just drop your thoughts. What'd you think of Loki? Best MCU show or not so much? Anyway, until I see you all again, bye.